Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today you get to choose between two piles, and this time we have lanterns to choose from. So whichever one called you first, that will be your pile, and we will be seeing what Spirit wants to tell you. So just a message for you at this current time in your life. The timestamps are down in the description box below, so I will see you there. Hello, pile one. So, what does Spirit want to tell you? Nature spirits, elves, fairies, rock formations. They seem that they want to connect with you. They're trying to guide you and also protect you. Not just from exterior forces, but even from yourself. Because you're kind of known to work against yourself. Whether that is physically or mentally, emotionally, maybe you talk bad towards yourself, maybe you focus on the wrong things or have bad habits, and they see all that. And they want to, I'm hearing, they want you to correct it, because you weren't meant for that. They're saying that such things, whatever it is that you do to yourself, it is heavy energy and it weighs you down. You're supposed to feel lighter. You're supposed to feel like air, move lighter. I'm hearing that as you are consumed with this heavy energy, it makes you crash a lot faster. And I'm hearing it makes you evaporate, almost like you're non-existent. I keep being drawn to the waterfall here. I think they're really worried with the amount of weight you're either putting on yourself or in yourself. Whether that is that you're talking bad to yourself, that you're not kind to yourself, or maybe you're putting on weight too much on your shoulders, like overwhelming yourself with too many tasks at once, or going headfirst into something without planning or seeing all the details or things like that. So there's just this weight in you, and you may even not know that there is a weight. Okay, they're showing me a personal memory of what they want to use an example. So I used to take a herbal tincture of valerian root for my anxiety and panic attacks. And sometimes, even if I wasn't feeling too anxious, but just like needed to sleep and to just relax myself, I would put in a few drops, mix it in water, and then drink it as you should. And while I'm resting, when I start to feel my muscles slowly relax, only then do I actually realize how much, how intense and stressful my body is. And that's the thing that they want to show you. You are not aware of how tense your body is until you actually start to improve your mind, your soul, your body. Only then will you see the difference of how you're living. Because currently you're way too tense without even knowing, because it is so natural for you. Maybe you've been like this for years and you aren't even aware of how tense you are. So you need to improve on that. Because they're saying that as much as you think this is either helping or that it's not a big deal, you aren't aware of how amazing life is on the other side once you heal or correct these issues. You got homeward traveler, completion, reunion, return. So the first thing I got was returning to yourself. Home doesn't, I mean, this could be also, if you're preparing to go, um, to gather for the holidays or things like that. But the first thing I got was returning to you. You may be too ingrained and imprinted on the exterior life, on what you have to do, where you have to go, your responsibilities, right? You're always outside of yourself. But Spirit wants to tell you, you need to take a break. Take an hour every single day and look within. Ask yourself what it is that I truly want. Strip away the ego, the pride, the past, the present, remove all that and go deeper down. Why am I like this? Where is the root of this? When did this start? Why am I still holding on to this? Ask yourself the deeper questions and return back to you. I would advise that you keep a journal just to write down your thoughts, things you're going through, question yourself, write down a question at the top of the page and, ask what is the root cause of XYZ, and then start to go internally and try to find the root. Sometimes you may come across the symptoms maybe, let's say you're struggling with anger and you think, well, I'm angry because this person said this to me. But the thing is, it goes deeper than that. That was just what ignited it, the last straw that broke you. But go deeper. Where is that anger coming from? Does it stem from being neglected? Does it stem from being hurt or not validated when you were a kid? Does it come from some sort of resentment towards someone? It stems far deeper than the current situation. Okay? So they're telling you to return back to yourself because you need to heal this. You need to start shedding away the layers that don't serve you anymore. Because the longer you are in them, the longer you're stuck in bad health, in financial problems, in toxic relationships or friendships. All of it is surrounding you because you're not shedding away the layers. You need to improve upon yourself and take the time. The longer you prolong this, the worse it's going to get and the harder it is to heal, because you'll want to move on in life to better things, but because you haven't worked on this, you're going to be stuck forever. So take it a little day by day. Start journaling, work out, eat healthier, communicate and hang out, with friends. Take an hour at least every day to just yourself. Sit somewhere in nature and observe and journal there. Whether it's a park, a forest, near a body of water, whatever you have closest to you, but at the same time that it's not on your property, because you want to refresh your mind, and you can't do that if you're in an environment that you're so used to. You need to escape from it for a little while, to sort of see things differently. Okay? You got family and tribe. So this could mean to connect and trust your family or your tribe, so it doesn't have to be blood related. It could be some really good friends, it could be your cousins, it could be co-workers, it could be anyone that you feel like this is your family. So whether they are blood related or whether you chose them, connect with them and laugh with them. Have memories so that it reminds you of better things. I'm hearing that it also reminds you of the simpler things in life, because we're so focused on the negative, right? What the news says, what's going on around us, arguments maybe we've had recently, whatever it is. So family, tribe, friends, they will take you out of that, because you need a breather. You need to refresh yourself a little, to shake off that energy. Okay, it says you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So if you have been worried about something family related, it's telling you that you're safe. And it's interesting. I don't want to make this health related, because everyone is on a different path and it won't resonate for everyone. Okay, I'm not a doctor, so don't take this as the truth or as concrete guidance. But considering it is a Cancer sign, if you have been going through some sort of health issues, for some of you it's saying you're going to be okay. As long as you work on yourself, build yourself up, not just physically, not just, you want to look good and things like that, but mentally, emotionally. Yeah, it tells you you have to keep working on yourself. Whatever it is that you are concerned about, that you have a hard time going through, some sort of struggle, insomnia, anxiety, whatever it is, it's telling you that you will get the help you need. Don't be too hard on yourself, and don't allow yourself to be in the energy of desperation. Cry out if you need to, but take a breath and know that the universe always has your back. There are always things that are being worked on in the background that we're not aware of. Okay, so don't dwell on the darkness. Because you're going to miss the magic of the things around you. You're going to be blinded within the shadows, while there are blessings that are surrounding you that you're not even aware of, that you're oblivious to. Okay? Judgment. Everything will be as it needs to be. And you got the devil. Now in this case, the devil could represent obsessions, addictions, things that keep you in lower vibrational energy. And that needs to be sorted. Judgment here is telling you that you need to sort things out. You need to work on those thoughts. Focus on what is, not the illusions. Focus on reality, on the present moment, not the past which will only make you sad, or the future, which will only build fear inside of you. You want to focus on the present moment. What is it right now in front of you? Okay, work on those addictions, on those temptations, on the distractions, work on them. And even question yourself at every step. They want you to question yourself, why is it that you do what you do? Why is it that you act the way you act? Or that you seek certain things? Or that you procrastinate or keep the distractions around? Why is it? For me personally, I have a hard time sometimes working on an art piece or writing because of the fear of failure. Because of the pattern that I've seen in my own life where I will work on something for 10 hours, not like 10 hours straight. I'll save it and then continue the next day or whatever. But I will work on it for hours and days, trying to perfect it, to make it look good. And when I post it, nothing happens. No engagement, no feedback, no sales, nothing. And then it's like the next time I want to create something, I get that fear of what's the point? It's just going out into a void. But the thing is, it's like you have to do certain things to better yourself. Because you like something, that's why you do it. Because you enjoy the process, that's why you engage in it. So find the root cause of your procrastination, of the distractions, of the hate, the depression, whatever it is, find the root cause. Don't look at the symptoms, don't look at whatever happened recently, because you're carrying something deeper that these recent things only triggered. Okay? And do not let shame or guilt ever stop you from facing it. It's going to feel awkward. Maybe you might feel embarrassed, even if you're not telling anyone anything. It's just you with your own thoughts. But maybe you feel a sense of embarrassment. Don't allow that to stop you. Face it in the eyes. Face those demons in the eyes. I mentioned this before in a reading, but if you watch the Conjuring movies, it wasn't until the main character learned the name of the demon from the nun that she had then control over it, right? Because they don't want you knowing their name. So this is the same thing. When you face your trauma or your struggle, whatever it is, even your own toxicity, your own bad habits, when you take accountability and you face that demon in the eyes, it's the same thing as knowing their name. Because then you start to gain control. You start to tell yourself, I'm worthy of breaking this, of freeing myself from this. Okay, and that is worthy to do, because you have no idea how incredible life can be without that heaviness inside of you. So it's going to be worthwhile to actually take the time to work on this, because it's going to free you. And life is going to be so much smoother and sweeter once you're free of this. Okay? You got the Knight of Wands, so lots of fire energy. Once you have worked on this, there is going to be so much inside of you that is going to inspire you, motivate you, help you further work on your crafts or your projects, or become, I don't know, a better employee or a better entrepreneur, or, leader, whatever it is. Because no more will you have the clutter inside of you that limits you, that keeps you back. And you're not even aware that it keeps you back. You just think that maybe you have bad luck, or maybe things are going slow because, I don't know, you're not good at something yet, or it just takes time. But in reality, you're being kept back because you have things to work on. There's clutter inside of you that needs to be stripped away. You are the magician. You can manifest the life you want. You can make things happen. You have the possibility and the ability to create. You are the master. So there's no need for the fear. There's no need to hold back. Because once you free yourself, you're going to see things manifest into your life so much quicker. Oh, and you got the death card. Total transformation. Okay? Total transformation of your entire life. No more are you going to be stuck. No more of the insomnia, the struggle, the fear, the doubt, nothing. Working on this builds a road towards a total transformation where the things that don't serve you anymore die off, and you open doors to a totally new beginning. Underneath the deck you got the Hierophant, so living in depth, in a more confirmation, in a more spiritual life, and not just religious. I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about spiritual, the divine, whatever that means for you, okay? Working on this is going to help you come back to your center, into yourself, and get to know yourself on such a deeper level where no more can you be around people that do small talk, or the things that used to make you laugh you find so stupid and juvenile now. It's like you've suddenly shifted your energy and grew up in this short amount of time, even if it does take years, let's say, but it's still, in the grand scheme of things, it's a short amount of time. And you're going to look back on your life and just see and be thankful that you took the time to actually build yourself up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, that you'll start to wonder, why the hell did I not do this like years ago? But the thing is, you weren't ready then. Everything happens when it's time for it to happen, okay? So group 1, I really hope you enjoyed this message. If it resonated, please leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to get updated on more videos. And don't forget to check out the links below where you can connect to my socials and support me on my Ko-fi, where you can also get personal readings if you want something more directly for you. You can also become a member. You can leave a tip and shop there. So check those out, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. So what message does Spirit have for you? Take time out. Siesta, recharge, rest. So it's time to relax. Stop, I'm hearing, overburdening yourself. Stop burning yourself out. I'm hearing also stop complicating things, because some of you seem to be overthinkers, or you keep analyzing things too much. It's like they're telling you to stop. Take a step back. Relax. Chill. Okay? Have courage. Strength, fearlessness, warrior. I'm wondering what this is regarding. I think some of you need to have courage to take time out. Maybe you're so focused on work all the time. This group might be workaholics, and it's like you need courage, you need strength, and the fearlessness to just stop. Because it's like I mean, I get like this too, where you feel guilty for taking a rest because you're thinking, I could be working on this right now and I'm like wasting my time. But you need to stop. You need to chill out and allow yourself to just breathe, to simmer a little, to recharge, right? Because you can't do your best when when there's like an electrical storm inside of you, right? Maybe you're taking on too many tasks, you're multitasking, or like me, multi-passionate, where so many things are pulling at you at the same time and you have no idea where to turn to. Or maybe it's work and home and kids and, that are pulling you in every direction. You need to stop, okay? Take a day off from work if you have to, call in sick, whatever it is. Even if you lose a bit of money that day, but your sanity and your health is more important, because you cannot give your best if you are struggling, if you are burning yourself out on both ends. Temple of Dreams, Sacred Dreams, Prophecies, Dream Journals. Okay, so this group needs to journal as well, it seems. I'm hearing that someone has an idea that sparked recently, something you want to work on or start doing, and they're telling you to make a plan or journal about it. Because the more you get into the details of it, you'll have a clearer path of how to go about this. For some, it's telling you to rest more, because there are insights within your dreams that will guide you to whatever it is that you have to do. Or perhaps you already had those dreams and a part of you feels inspired, but you're thinking, oh, it's just a dream. They're telling you to go for it. Okay? Our dreams are just astral trips. They're not some figment of our imagination happening within our brains. No, they're astral trips. We come out of our body every single night. We're tethered to it. So no one can step into it. You're always tethered to your own body. You can always come back to it. And these astral trips are full of insight. We visit libraries sometimes to find answers, to seek guidance, to even uncover things that we want to uncover. We go on these trips and have adventures. We visit certain people. We hang out with people. So if you ever had a dream about someone you know, even if it's a celebrity, you've hung out with them. Because in the astral world, there is no hierarchy. There is no someone's famous and, they can't be reached. No, you're all on the same level. You're all souls. There is no jobs or statuses in the spirit realm. So if you've been around certain people, celebrities, whoever, you've actually hung out with them. And maybe they can't remember, because the way our brain works is that it creates metaphors and symbols. Again, dreams. So this group, it's like you're being asked to maybe have courage and to follow your dreams. Okay, rest, because it is important to shake the energy off of responsibility and things like that. You need time to yourself. But it's like telling you to rest because you need to reflect and to look at, the bigger picture of things. Like, do you really want to waste your life working just to pay bills? Right? I mean, obviously you need the money. You can't just quit and start something without like a backup of money that will help you survive. But do the thing you really want alongside your job. And once you see that it has picked up, then you can quit your job. Okay, so have a plan about it, but have the courage, the fearlessness, be a warrior and follow those dreams. Because you're meant for more. We are divine beings. We're not supposed to be dumbed down. We're not supposed to be following billionaires and being told how we should live and what we should do with ourselves, our life, our bodies, or whatever. This is your life. Only once will you ever have this type of combination of the life you live. So even if reincarnation exists, and I know it does, it will never be exactly like this. The people in your life will never be the same type of people. What you have, what you own, it will never be like this again. So appreciate your life and build it into what you want it to be. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. I'm hearing, tell the universe what it is you truly want. And dream big. Don't be shy about it. What it is you truly want. And don't be like, oh, I want to be rich, because then you'll never be satisfied. So you need to communicate what it is specifically you want. It's not the money you want. And if you're thinking about cars, girls, things like that, a big house, why? Is it for your ego? Are you trying to impress someone? Why do you need 5 bedrooms if only you are the one living there? Right? You need to humble yourself. You need to tell the universe what you truly want. And it has to be with an intention. Confirmation. Okay, let's get the tarot now. Oh, they keep flying out. I'm hearing that you need to stop just being a dreamer. You need to connect thoughts with reality. So truly achieving and going for those goals. Okay, the Knight of Cups is a dreamer energy. It's someone that is romantic and dreamy and, wants to sweep you off your feet type thing. But Temperance is balance. You don't want to just be living in some illusion. You don't want to just be planning something constantly. Take the steps to move further. I'm hearing, don't be afraid of getting your heart broken, because rejection does exist in every sense of the word, right? Not just in relationships, but in jobs and everything. But don't be afraid of rejection. Allow it to build you. Allow it to make you stronger, to improve the techniques, the tactics, try to improve on it. Two of Pentacles, balance again, juggling maybe the spiritual and the physical, the home life and the work life, right? Work and play. Being grounded, this is grounding energy. Being grounded in who you are, what you want, not overcomplicating it. Hierophant, searching deeper. Remind yourself of your core spiritual values, whether that is religion or spirituality. Okay, your core values. Go deeper, search deeper, make a plan. I'm hearing that once you know yourself, that is what is going to ground you, because currently I feel like your energy is, it's built upon who you are to other people. But you need to find the inner you in order to remind you of who you are. Okay, because I'm seeing in my mind, I'm seeing a mother struggling with kids and this electrical storm inside of her, trying to make things, right at home, where she is struggling and the kids are needing her attention. She has work she has to do. I don't know if she's a single mom or if maybe the husband isn't participating as much, but I'm seeing this woman struggling and just fed up. You're not just a mother. You're not just a parent. You're not just a daughter or sister, a brother, a cousin, or whatever. You're more than that. You are a divine being, and you need to find yourself again. You need to go within, deepen your connection with yourself, your dreams, and start to work on it. The sun, things will get better. Things will improve once you focus on what you need to focus on. Yeah, there's a battle going on inside of you, and once you start working on this, once you start finding your inner self and going through your dreams, the struggle is going to end. You're going to see that things become lighter. Yeah, Justice card. Things will work out how they need to work out. Things will set in place. Karma will be activated. Okay. They're saying that everything will be as it needs to be. Being frustrated, overcomplicating it, stressing yourself about something you cannot control is a waste of your energy and a waste of your time. All you're doing is poisoning yourself deep inside. They want you to know that you need rest. You need to take yourself away from the situation. Get your kids to their grandparents' house and leave them there for a few hours, and you go and do what you need to do. Soak in the bath, go for a walk, get a coffee and sit in the park, journal, read your book, whatever it is you have to do. But you need to ground yourself and breathe. Okay? You're a fearless warrior, they say. So act like it. So group 2, I hope this resonated. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to be updated for more. And check out the links down below where you can find me on my socials. And you can also support me through my Ko-fi links where you can leave a tip, get a personal reading, shop, and become a member. So check those out, and I'll see you guys next time.